Anything can happen in a fairy tale or rhyme when we say the magic words, once upon a time. Every week, I spend the whole Sunday at my Abuela's house. That's Spanish for grandma. She has a small backyard, and I pass the time playing in the yard while Abuela is inside cooking arroz con leche, rice pudding. It's what we have for our afternoon snack. It's a special treat she makes just for us. And for as long as I can remember, there has been an old dead tree in the corner of the backyard. But one summer day, Abuelo, my grandpa, decided to cut it down. He began chopping the branches for firewood until Abuela stopped him. "Párate! Deja de cortar! Stop it! Don't cut it," she said. Well, my Abuela doesn't usually shout, so I asked her why she wanted him to stop cutting the tree. Abuela told me she wanted him to leave the trunk alone. She needed it for her amiguitos. Amiguitos? Your little friends? Who would want an old log? "Paga atención, vas a ver," she said. "Pay attention and you will see." Well, many weeks passed, and I watched the log lying on its side near the back of the yard where Abuelo had cut it down. Abuela told me to pay attention, paga atención. I was using my owl eyes to look around the yard, and I saw something moving on the log. It was a lizard, his brown body blending into the bark as he hunted for insects. The next week, I was sitting quietly, listening with my deer ears, when I heard crunching. It was Squirrel sitting with her bushy tail lying curved over her back as she nibbled on a snack. It looked like an acorn, but it was kind of far away, so I couldn't tell. After that day, I saw more of Abuela's amiguitos each time I visited. There was Scrub Jay, who lifted up bark with his beak as he searched for insects, and sometimes he caught them right in front of me. There were ants working together, marching across the log in a line. There was a centipede with a pair of legs moving as he disappeared into a hole under the log. I even saw poison oak with its green leaves growing out from under the log in a spot where the earth was really dark and moist. I was so busy paying attention to the old log that I didn't even notice when it started to rain, and before I knew it, I was soaking wet. Abuela came outside. "Abuela, why do so many living creatures come to this old log?" Abuela handed me a warm bowl of arroz con leche, and I walked with her into the dry house. I ate my snack next to Abuela and finally understood why she left the old log in the backyard. "Abuela, your amiguitos come to the old log because it gives them food and shelter. It's their home, isn't it?" She nodded her head. Abuela left the old log in her backyard because she knew it would become a home for plants and animals. The log, air, rain, sun, and dirt are all things that plants and animals need to survive. I'm so excited to come back next week to see which amiguitos I will find making their homes in Abuela's old log. And if things haven't changed, they are still the same today.